Now, I have never had a problem in all of my years owning my Teslas with the interior or the exterior door handles of the vehicle. I have never had a problem. I have never had a problem depressing the exterior door handle. I have never had a problem in locating the exterior door handle, even in almost pitch black lighting or at the heat of night. And I have never had a problem with locating the interior manual release of each of the doors inside of my Teslas. I've never had that problem. Well, apparently the problem is large enough that the regulatory authorities have initiated an investigation on Tesla's door handles, both interior and exterior. Now, Tesla has responded, and as you can see from this interview,
about the handle story that Bloomberg wrote about. The door handles are flat on Teslas and the interior buttons are electric. I was recently stuck in a Corvette, which has the same kind of thing, until somebody at the parking garage pointed out that I could find the emergency latch. You have a similar system. NHTSA is looking into this now. Apparently Beijing is looking into it. Have you considered a redesign or a fix for these issues?
We actually have a mechanical release that's basically right at the electronic one too, and we're combining the two. So in the moment that you're in a panic situation, the muscle memory to go to what is right there. So you just pull a little bit further on the lever, and you have the mechanical release. So that's something that we're working on, yeah. And it's in the cars now.
All right. So if there is then a China ban, you're ready to roll that out so that
we're working on
actually the ban, I guess the Chinese issue is the flat outer door handle. So would you do something? Would you make a change like Ferraris have that little crease you can reach into? Is there some idea about that on the outside?
Yeah, we're working on it right now and just looking at the details of the regulation, if and when that happens, and we'll have a really good solution for that. I'm not worried about that.
they are considering redesigning the door handles of the Tesla vehicles, both interior and exterior. The interior door handles, Tesla states, they want to combine the electric button along with the mechanical release function so that there will be no more confusion, hopefully, as we do live in a society where warning labels need to be placed on coffee cups, instructing the consumer that the coffee is in fact hot. So hopefully this will solve or alleviate any confusion. But from where I stand, I personally have never had a problem with this, for the simple fact that when I buy a product, I make sure I understand everything there is about that product that I now own, especially when it comes to a vehicle that is capable of immense harm and destruction if used improperly, or if the user of that said vehicle is not properly educated on the vehicle itself, which would lead to, understandably, that user panicking in the event of an emergency where, let's say, power is cut off in a fully electric vehicle for whatever reason, and the user does not know that there is a manual release handle on every single one of those doors. However, the user, in my opinion, failed to educate him or herself about the product that they own, and then, in my opinion, shift the blame onto something other than themselves. No, it's the product's fault. No, it's the coffee's fault. No, it is the restaurant's fault for not informing me that the coffee I ordered was hot. Whatever the reason is, I do have one silver lining. Now, the exterior door handles of the Teslas are criticized by Chinese regulatory authorities, right? And this is the only criticism I actually do agree with, or I can understand to an extent, right? The door handles on the exterior of the Teslas, the exterior door handles are flush with the door, and they are of a darker color. Now, I can understand this being an issue with elderly people whose vision might not be the best, or anybody with compromised vision, or even a normal person, let's say, who has not yet developed a muscle memory for the exterior door handles of the Tesla in low light conditions. they also might have problems with locating this door handle to get inside their vehicle. This is the only criticism that I can get behind, and I would actually like to see the flush door handles come out a little bit as soon as you're close to the vehicle. So the vehicle, just as the vehicle detects your phone key as you depress the door handle to unlock the car, I would like to see the vehicle detect the phone key and bring out the door handles a little bit so that the door handles are not flush anymore, but the door handles are out, sticking out a little bit, so that you can now easily grab the door handle and the door will open. I would actually love to see that happen. And I also think that it would look pretty cool. And along with that, they could place an LED light right behind the door handle, giving it a nice glow effect. In my opinion, that would be great. I'm not sure if that introduces more complexity in the system, introducing more parts that have the potential to fail. I'm not an engineer. I don't know how these things work. But in my opinion, from a normal guy's perspective, that, in my opinion, would look good. It would look cool, and it will solve the issue with, whatever, quote unquote safety issue may be present with the exterior door handles at least. Now, I also do like the idea of the interior door handles being combined both with the electric button and the mechanical release all in one apparatus. I do agree with that as well, and I think that's pretty cool. However, in my opinion, I have never had a problem with either or, but I can definitely get behind the exterior door handles being redesigned in that fashion. And I think we'll leave it right there. If you like what you saw, please give this video a like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Do you agree or disagree? I want to hear what you think. Leave a comment down below. Thank you.